Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to Trepacer's Saturday Horror Reviews. Um, I got a movie that I bought last week, I believe, and this is a classic in terms of horror, and it actually came out in 1922. This is F.W. Murnau's Nosferatu, which is basically based on the Bram Stoker's Legend of Dracula, except the director, they had to change the name and stuff. Actually, there was a little bit of a backstory on this. There was a bidding for at the time when this came out, there was bidding for Star Wars. Oh, not for Star Wars, for the rights to Dracula, and of course they didn't win at the time, so they had to basically change the name to to uh, to his story to Nosferatu. Okay, and it is the basic story of Dracula. Like so, they changed the name and just changed a few other things around in it, but the basic story is the same, except that, you have different characters in this. You have Hutter is the main character, I guess, and Ellen is his wife, and he works for a real estate guy, and he's sent to I guess make a land deal with Graf Orlick, who played infamously by Max Schreck. Uh, who's of course Dracula, but they don't call him Dracula in this. And of course, this is made in 1922, so it's silent, okay. And so of course the people have to, they have to over emote because it's not, there's no sound in this, okay. I mean, they have the words coming up and stuff, but it's still quite good. I mean, sure, the actors sometimes they kind of overact, but you have to realize at the time it was made, they had to kind of do that to to give you all the emotions, and you can pretty much tell what they're saying most of the time. Even when they put up words, every once in a while, so you can hear, so basically what's going on. But that's not necessarily, you don't have to have that all the time when this is going on. And basically, it's the same thing. He goes, Hutter, who's the main character, he goes to see Graf Orlick at this big mysterious castle, and of course, the drivers, of course, like any original, don't want to take him only so far, okay. And at the same time, he's also reading a book about vampires and stuff. And then he goes up there, and then, like I said, on his way up there, once the stagecoach drivers leave him there, Graf Orlick basically comes along in one of these horses' carriages and takes him up to the castle, and then he formally introduces him. And of course, Max Schreck, who looks like this, is infinitely scary. And you have those little scenes that that in the beginning of Dracula with Jonathan Harker, where he kind of cuts himself while he's eating, and of course Graf Orlick looks at the blood and all this stuff. And like I said, it's a lot of, sometimes you get a little bit of overacting in it, like Hutter and his wife Ellen, who's overly dramatic, because she can sort of sense that her husband Hutter is in trouble being at the castle with Graf Orlick, and it's pretty. I mean, like I said, Max Schreck as Graf Orlick is pretty scary. Like I said, he looks like a tall rat with long fingers, and he's very tall too at the same time. And it's pretty well done movie for its time, and it is pretty freaky when you think about it. And also at the same time, I guess the Ren, the Ren, what's it, the Ren Clef, right? Ren, the character that Dracula has that's under his power is actually Hutter's boss, who sends him up to the castle. And then they also show at the same time, they show Dracula when he's leaving the castle and he's coming back. He, after getting a peep of Hutter's wife, he basically takes 6 coffins. I think it's about 5 coffins with his dirt on it, and he basically he's coming back to that house that he's going to buy that's across right from where Hutter lives. And like I said, it's the basic Dracula story, but it, like I said, it's a little over dramatic, because they have to act that way because of the because of the non speaking stuff. So they have to be overly dramatic, so you understand exactly what's going on at the same time. But it's still pretty. I liked it. It was Nosferatu. It's pretty well done, especially for its time. And like I said, the look for Max Schreck is just creepy as all. There's that scene where Hutter is basically cowering, and the door opens up, and then you see Graf Orlick just kind of saunters in, and and you see Hutter just basically hiding under the bed. That's pretty freaky. And then also when there's a scene towards the end where Hutter's wife, Ellen, is being basically, stalked by Dracula or Graf Olek, or yeah, or Graf. Excuse me, I can't say Dracula. Graf Olek, or Dracula, and it's pretty intense. So like it's a pretty good movie, especially for its time. And I saw the special features, and they go off, they tell you a little bit of the backstory about when the director was filming it and stuff, and where they filmed it, and they show scenes from back then and then what they look like right now in the present time, and it's pretty interesting, and it's a pretty good movie. They did a great job with this. Like I said, this is a 2-disc thing. One has the original German, subtitles in it, and then one has the the English with the subtitles on it and stuff, and it's pretty good. I like this movie. I can see why it's a classic, because it's pretty freaky, especially for for its time. I'm gonna give Nosferatu. I'm gonna give Nosferatu an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was it's about an hour and 35 minutes, but it's pretty good. And like I said, the Max Schreck has a look as Graf Olek, just a really creepy look, and it's off the scales creepy. Okay, so this is a really good addition. Okay, and I know there's another version with Klaus Kinski, another version. I think where Klaus Kinski plays the character, and I want to see that one as well. Okay, anyway, let me know what you think. Have you seen Nosferatu? What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below, and I'll also upload this video on my Horoscope 101 channel. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button down below. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.